internet, what is going on? Welcome to the Wednesday stream. What's up, AB the Beast? I haven't seen you in a while. Hey Salam, how's it going, man? Lydio, what's up? Hey Gekko, do you think 55k honor points for free to play is good? Day 3 in my KVK, yeah, definitely good. What's up, Amix? How's it going? Just in time, yeah, you are. Syra is watching while doing villages in your jumper account. Nice. What's up, Jetfire? And who else we have here? M-Ace, what's up, dude? PC5, Phantom, the classic song. Yep. Hey, Wolfie, you're early this time. Yeah, you are. You're not gonna get the talent tree after Osiris League. Will show it? Maybe. It depends on what we decide to release and what we don't decide to release. I don't know yet. Chat, it is KVK time. And today we are on the jumper account because the big account is doing some things that I don't want to miss out on. It's on the phone right in front of me. In case you guys really want to know, we are fighting our butts off to end up taking first place in the first stage of Light and Darkness. I'm right now about 200,000 points behind. Not the biggest of deals. We got marches all over the place gathering like crazy. We are not going to drop the ball on this one. And yeah, because of that, we're on the jumper. We're going to get into KVK in a moment. But for now, that's what we got to roll with. 7 donations. Oh boy. Do a little bit of this. And a little bit of that, I guess. All right. Hey, Gekko, do I put Richard with Ethelfled or Joan? What are you using them for, Saman? Open field? What are you doing? Did you donate with gems? I did not. Wolfie. I don't gamble with my gems. Not much RSS, not at all. The jumper account is dumped all of its resources onto the big account, which trained a decent amount of troops. We didn't train that many troops, but we had a good chunk of troops training done a couple days ago. 275,000 tier 5s. Wasn't too crazy. Needed more for Osiris League. So yeah, I dumped all the resources there and then went to do with the other thing that we're doing here. Let me turn on some music, chat. Music. Turn on some music real quick. Put it in the background. Chilling. Oh, that's the microphone. We don't want to touch that. I'm going to lower this. Not that much. All right. Give me a second, chat. It's almost like I'm never prepared. And actually, I have a reason not to be prepared today. I'll let you guys know in a moment. Let me start with this. I know. Should be good enough. All right. So on a personal note real quick, send you a PM on Discord. Cool, I'll take a look at it in a bit. Is it the third wheel of RAMSES? Yes, it is. It is the third wheel of RAMSES. You're using Richard on the open field. You might want to pair him with your Eulogy instead. You don't want to, if you want to make a nice little Richard Ethelfled debuffer, sure. But Richard is a really good commander for you to place him with a little bit of damage dealers, of infantry marches, rather than with a debuffer or buffer per se. In Sunset Canyon, does it matter having Charles or Richard primary when they're paired? If it does, which one should be primary? The reason primary or not primary matters is talent trees. So you have garrison defense infantry, so it really wouldn't matter which one you put first. The only difference is if you have like a garrison build in here while you have more of a fighting build in here, then you're probably going to want to put your Richard at the front because garrison will not really matter much. Hold on a second, chat. It's like clockwork. Like clockwork. My dad calls every single stream. I swear he's trolling. I swear he is trolling. Hey Gekko, I'm not Lost Canyon. Can I play past glory event? I mean, can I contribute resources like you? Yeah, I'm not in Lost Kingdom. I'm in Kingdom 59. I'm in Kingdom 59. I haven't jumped to Lost Kingdom with this account yet. We'll do it together. Are you planning on migrating out? No idea yet. No idea yet, Andrea. No clue. Can you show individual and alliance power, please? AMX, are you really using the stream to gather information? It's so ridiculous. You just go make an account in Kingdom 59 and gather your information that way, man. And I was like, here you go. There you go. I'm migrating 100%? I don't know. No clue. Are you confident to beat Kingdom 46? Yeah. Yeah. Hey Gekko, what emulator do you use for ROK on PC? I use Memu Player. M-E-M-U Player. Alright, let's go into the Lost Kingdom really quickly. Let's teleport. This is how the map is laid out in Lost Kingdom 2. This is Lost Kingdom 2. We have Kingdom 59, 46, 136, 122, 173, 130, and 204. The way it works out is light against darkness. And it's gonna be an interesting one. Definitely gonna be an interesting one. Let's teleport into the Lost Kingdom. And let's talk a little bit about things that you should know about Lost Kingdom early game, okay? Because there are a lot of things early game you should know about. First and foremost, the thing got stuck. Let's go where IWM are. You can see right now UIE have set up a bunch of different flags in here. So have the folks in DS, DSG, and all that good stuff. You can see right now pretty much everything. Now, one thing that's really interesting that I noticed that happened, I wonder if that's still a thing. I think Lilith blocked it so that you cannot see other Lost Kingdoms. Although, I can see other Lost Kingdoms, but I couldn't see my own. So I had to be in the Lost Kingdom to be able to see the flags and things like that, which was really interesting. I guess we can see our other people's Lost Kingdoms though, so that's good. What's my KVK reward? Same one as oh wow. Same one as a bunch of other people's rewards. It's the same exact KVK. Same exact KVK. If you guys watch Shiskel, if you guys watch Dragothian, it's all the same KVK reward. So it's a coin. It's a freaking coin. Where is it? Individual. Alliance. Sorry. We get a coin again. Woo! Skulless coin. Yippee. I'm definitely looking forward for that. Woohoo. Not really. Not really, chat. I'm really not looking forward for this at all. At all. Not gonna be a fun KVK to fight for a coin that I already have one, and truthfully, I will never be making. So, kinda sucks. How am I? So that's actually the personal thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. For quite a bit now, I've been feeling fairly sick, and one of the things that I've recommended to all of you, if you watch the stream and you watch my videos and all that, is I've mentioned... Okay. I've mentioned more than once how, in my opinion, Wolfie, what are you doing here? I mentioned how more than once, as far as I'm concerned, when you, at least listen, I'm gonna restart the game real quick because Rise of Kingdoms is just ridiculous, but here's the thing. Can you show your speed ups? You're not gonna see that much in here. This is the jumper account. Only top 10 alliances is permitted, or only top 20? Is there more space? No. Anyone who's City Hall 16 and above jumps in. There's no restriction for top anything. Yeah, so what I was saying about COVID and stuff, to help you guys out, hold on against any potential thing that can happen, is vitamin C. Now, the thing about vitamin C is that it's fantastic for your immune system. Problem is, it is fantastic for your immune system. So I've been feeling sick for like, well, probably a month now. And I've been feeling really bad. But the vitamin C has consistently like fought off the feeling and made me feel better. I decided to stop taking vitamin C like a couple days ago. And I finally got a prognosis, I guess it's called, on why I was feeling bad. No COVID. I got tested, came out negative, all's good. But I do have strep throat. And the reason I didn't know I had strep throat for so long is because the way vitamin C worked out, it masked the feelings, it masked the fever, it masked everything. So now I have antibiotics and I should be doing better within the next couple of days. But because of that, I don't think I'll be streaming like 3 hours today. I think we're gonna just stream a couple of hours today, and that's that. And from there, we'll go and see what else we got to do. I saw Brawny. Alright. Go hit Barb Forts. We gotta do a couple of things in here, chat. First and foremost, we gotta go hunt some barbarians real quick. We gotta go hunt some barbarians. Let's port out of here. Go to where we... it doesn't really matter if we stay here for now. Let's go hunt some barbs real quick just to use our AP, and then we go from there. We got a bunch to talk about. The first thing you want to do, and you should know about, is the fact that in Lost Kingdom, you don't have to be in Lost Kingdom to do a bunch of the Lost Kingdom related things. Which means you can very, very easily do Lost Canyon and Past Glory events without being inside the Lost Kingdom. So the number one priority in Lost Kingdom has to be getting inside Lost Canyon quickly. Now, Lost Canyon quickly has a trick because Lost Canyon are kind of annoying. You have to set up your defense before you can do anything. And from there, you have to set up an attack. And the problem is, by the time you set your defense and you set your attack, more often than not, what ends up happening is that you get screwed out of fighting the fight that you were trying to get into. So, the recommendation for you guys, and we'll make a video about this too, you want to drop into Lost Canyon, set up your defense really quickly, put 2-3 sets of troops, doesn't matter which ones it is, put any types of troops available. Whatever it recommends you, click yes, click yes, click yes, and go. Pick a target that did the same thing, destroy them really quickly, get yourself placed in Lost Kingdom, in Lost Canyon, and only then you can set up your attack a little bit better. A lot of folks try to set up their attack, and the problem is, as long as... What was with all the bad titles in your last stream? Yeah, Dev, I don't know. Someone was trolling Venom. Someone was trolling Venom. I don't know why. I mentioned it too. It's like someone was just trolling the guy. But anyway, the bottom line is, if you don't complete the attack, all your setup goes away. So you really want to set up a first attack that is anything just to win the fight and get yourself placed. And then from there, you want to set up a proper attack once you get placed. I did that. I started at like 6th place or 4th place in Lost Canyon. I'm now a little bit further down, but the little bit of time I was 6th and 7th and 10th for like an hour gave me 1,000 coins pretty much. Show us players and alliances. I'm not gonna go, Luis. I'm not gonna go through all the players and all the alliances in this KVK. It's gonna be a nightmare and a half. There is 8 kingdoms in here, my man. Any tips on how to get more Tomes of Knowledge soon, fast? Perzan, Tomes of Knowledge shouldn't be what you really aim for. Go hunt Guardians. Guardian cost you no AP, and they give tons of XP. You can just run around the map and hunt Guardians all day long. I doubt that in your kingdom people are doing all the Guardians possible. So take your marches, put them with cavalry so you move a little quicker. Take whichever type of commander you're looking to level up and just go start hitting. Just go start hitting. How many troops you've got in your mini? I don't think that many, like a million tier 4s, roughly. these are the alliances currently in the game. DSs are very strong. This is Kingdom 46. But unfortunately for them, so are our allies. Baby Shark is in 204. So are our allies. And yeah, for JWM being in first, DSP being in second. The problem is, allies. 204 are not allies. They're the non-allies out of here. Big problem. One question, how many levels Karak event has? It has 50 levels. 50 levels. Individual power, there you go. Ooh. Oh, I know who this is. C9N folks around here, DSP member in here, C9N, DSP, more C9N folks. Someone from Papa Bears. There you go. Big whales in your Lost Kingdom. This is Lost Kingdom 2. This is like one of the top in terms of power. One of the top kingdoms in terms of power. So take a quick peek at what's going on in here. Not this. We're actually getting coins slowly and steadily by hunting barbarians. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a peek at what's changed, if anything. All right, this guy's pushing. This guy's pushing up. This guy's is gathering quite a substantial amount. That's good. It's gonna be a fun little last day. What's up, Alice? What do you think about KVK rewards? They're really unfortunate. They're not fun. They don't encourage you to play the game to the fullest, because at the end of the day, all that's gonna happen. Testing box. Box. Did you see my PM? I hope you did. In game. Testing 1 2 3. It's the disappointing, man. It's like you don't play for the rewards. You play to play, but at the end of the day, the rewards do push you to want to do a little bit better. And when the rewards are the same exact thing that you already got and you don't even care for, it's like, why am I here for? Yep, of course, good, man. Yes, sir. Let's go take a little bit of extra hunting in here. We'll use a little bit of AP, maybe a little bit of our AP potions, just to get something more interesting going on in here. The gold, all the barbarian hunts. We're getting tons of coins out of every barbarian. I don't know what the heck this is. Greetings. Okay. What's up, Pepe? I'm doing all right. My throat hurts a little bit because of the strep throat, but I'll be all right. I'll be okay. Now that I have a diagnosis on why I was feeling sick for so long, and I stopped taking vitamin C, so it becomes a little bit more intense, so I can actually figure out what it is. I'm doing a lot better now with the antibiotics and the sore throat candy. Sore throat candy definitely helps a lot. What's the top 1 rewards for Light and Darkness? What do you mean top 1? Individual honor points? People are going crazy in individual honor points already. This is day 3. There's a lot of catching up to do. So individual rewards is the Flight of the Huron and Legendary Commander Sculptures, all the good stuff. This goes for the top 20. The top 20. I'm doing good now that I have my antibiotics. Things will get better very quickly. Hey Gekko, will attack level 24 barbarians in normal kingdom give coins? No, level 25 plus. Only level 25 pluses give coins. So that's the only reason you'd in theory have to get into Lost Kingdom, if you want to start piling up coins. Kyung, it's not exactly again, because in our season 3 we had a different skin, And if you did season 3, then in the first set, then you will have a different skin. You'll have the one that we had. So we had season 3, one skin, you guys had another skin, and then what's gonna happen is seasons 4s, we're gonna swap, and then it'll continue to be the usual. Mike SG becoming a member in the channel. Welcome, Mike, to the member squad. Why didn't it pop up? Hello? Why did it not pop up? I'm annoyed now. Welcome, Mike. Appreciate you very much, members of the channel. Let's show some love with some Gekko hearts in the chat for Mike joining the member squad. Give him a little bit of hearts along the way. Welcome, my man. Hopefully it'll pop up on the screen momentarily. It should. I don't know why it doesn't. Streamlabs has been really annoying lately. Really, really annoying. Bam. Welcome to the team. Let's open this real quick. Oh. There we go. Hello. I refuse. There it is. Bam. Welcome to the members team. There we go. My goodness gracious. I was not going to let that one go. And then you joined the beer glass too. Welcome. Hey Gekko, hope you're fine. I need a good epic for my YSG. Thanks a lot. Oof. Sun Tzu. You can go even with Herman. You can go pretty much almost any epic. Almost any epic could be good with Yi Seong-Gye, but Sun Tzu, Yi Seong-Gye do a lot of damage. They're double AoE, full infantry march. Depends on what kind of troops are you gonna send with it. You can literally send a Pelagius with a Yi Seong-Gye if you really want to. How to access emojis? Mike, I believe you just need to refresh your stream, and then in the emojis down and below the chat, you'll have them available. I think you just need to refresh your stream so it recognizes you as a member. They should be in where the irregular emojis are, down below where you type. What's up, Madara? When the King's Land will be open? Around 25. I believe it's day 24. I believe. No, it could be even longer than that. I think it opened up at like 17 or 18 days. In the videos that we made about last season's Light and Darkness, you have all that information. There's a playlist in the description down below. It'll be much easier for you to just, you know, get it from there. There you are. There you are, Mike. You got it. All right, so we can donate. What do we donate to? March speed. AP recovery. Do we crit? We did. 200. Cool. That's double. Essentially, we picked up 100 honor from hunting those barbarians and then another 200 honor from critting, which is actually fairly nuts. It is fairly nuts. It also explains how these guys got so far up. No problem, Madara. I just don't remember the exact day. Bulls, what's up, dude? What people in Normal Kingdom should do to get coins so we play past glory. What do you mean? Past glory, which past glory do you mean? You mean Light and Darkness? Am I competing for Archer skin on my main? Yes, I am. You're not seeing me on the leaders board yet because I have been very focused on this. I've been very focused on this. You can see I'm in 3rd place right now. That's gonna change fairly soon. Hopefully. We got a few marches out gathering right now, which is why we're on this account, because I'm not gonna just show you guys me gathering while you guys we don't do anything, right? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. After YSG, Alex or Ed? Oof, that's not even a question. Ed as in Edward or If you're an archer commander, if you're an archer player, then you probably want Edward. If you're asking who is a more useful commander for you as a overall player who's looking for better commanders to do all sorts of things together, then Alexander. Alex is great for open field. He's great for Lost Canyon, Sunset Canyon. He's great for almost every type of event. He's also fantastic with the Yi Seong-Gye. Alex Yi Seong-Gye rallying is also not the weakest thing on earth. But if you're looking to focus specifically on archers, then you might want to archer up with Edward. Farmer Gekko. At this point, Farmer Gekko. Yes, sir. At this point, Farmer Gekko. Will you do a war video for this KVK? If there is a war to happen, General Jack, it'll happen. I'll be making a lot of videos of this Lost Kingdom. It's just the early Lost Kingdom is a little bit boring. The early Lost Kingdom is a little bit boring, and because I've been so focused on getting that top position in Light and Darkness, I haven't been doing anything but gathering. So it's pointless to make videos about that. But I have plenty of material that's gonna come out in the next few days. Well, more so like Friday and on. That's gonna help you guys a lot. It's gonna help you guys a lot to start Light and Darkness great, to know what you need to do, tips and tricks along the way to get the best bang out of your buck for the early Lost Kingdom, and some strategy along the way. So we got a bunch of videos coming up. I heard from Chisco that there are some players who came in with coins from previous Light and Darkness. That is correct, Mike. That is correct. That is unfortunate and correct. Ramses or Edward after Yi Seong-Gye. So Edward is a great commander. The problem with Edward is that you don't want to keep expertising commanders that are the old meta. You want to try to catch up with the meta as much as possible. So Ramses would probably be a better pick than Edward at this point, just because he is the newer meta. If you're not at Ramses yet, Edward will have his pace and time, especially was great throughout the time that he was the latest and greatest archer commander. But like everything else in the world, if you want to get the best available commanders at the time, you really want to catch the latest ones out. Are you going to stream our JWM battle? I'm not going to be streaming. I don't stream KVKs. I don't stream KVKs. I'll be making videos for sure, but I probably won't be streaming the war. Will you get points from gathering resources in your home kingdom? You can do pretty much it depends, right? You can do pretty much anything. Most things you can do from your home kingdom. Most things you can do from your home kingdom. So I would assume maybe. I have no clue. Maybe. Probably. And honestly, even if I knew, you guys should not be asking me about anything that I'm competing about, because I'm not. If I have any, it's like you guys asking me for the Osiris League build of Richard. If I have any competitive advantage that I know of, as long as the competition is going on, you will not know about it. So asking me about how I'm getting points, or which troop, what am I gathering, or how am I gathering, you're not gonna get an answer. Spin the wheel? Oh, we can definitely spin the wheel. We can definitely spin the wheel. Sketchy? What's sketchy about it? What's sketchy about wanting to maintain your own competitive advantage? Do you have a build of Richard for Osiris? I do. Will YSG stop appearing on the wheel when others such as Richard, Khan, Alex appeared already? Yes, so every commander gets 3 or 4 wheels and then they don't show up on the wheel again. They'll come back in Card King at some point. It's a trade secret, nothing sketchy about it. I don't know, to each their own. What's up, Arch? Kenny G, gathering the gems. Will I stream JWM Osiris League? By the way, in case you guys are asking these kinds of questions, you haven't seen the poll the Rise of Kingdoms official channel put up. The Rise of Kingdoms official channel put up a poll to ask you guys what cast should be casted. I told you guys on stream, myself and Dragothian told you we might do this so that you get a voice and choice on what is getting casted. So if I'm not mistaken, the official Rise of Kingdoms channel has a poll out. Let me double check that it's there. Yeah, it is. So there you go. If you go in here, hey, there you go. Go in there, vote. That's who we casting. That's straight up who we casting. Top vote is for OV. Seems like it so far. Too bad you can't max Kiara using epic sculptures, I agree. It makes her kind of pointless. Z, I'm not gonna answer that question right now. Hey Gekko, is more than gems coming anytime soon? I'm not a Lilith employee to give you that answer. I have no clue. What's up, F2P God? How you doing? I want to watch JWM versus P2 before going for OV. Then go vote and tell your alliance mates to vote. And tell all your Rise of Kingdoms friends to go vote. Are you the one that made the voice on Rise of Kingdoms ad? No. Did I? They might have used my voice for something. They can do it. If you, I don't know. Sean, I literally just answered that. I'm not going to be casted. The cast is based on a poll, which is on the Rise of Kingdoms channel. I linked to the Rise of Kingdoms channel. In there you have in the community tab a poll. Whoever wins the poll is the one that's getting casted. I am doing well. I am doing well, Z. We're handling... Let's put it this way, we're handling the situation as best as I think possible, but I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You bet on Shinchi as a free-to-play ambassador? Hilarious, considering he spends more money than I do in the game. How to get many epic sculptures fast? So there are a couple of ways. You need to, first and foremost, you really want to make sure you level up, you get to here, because when you get to here, 5 epic commander sculptures is what you want. 5 epic commander sculptures is really what you want every single day. From there, seasonal events will give you an epic commander sculpture per each multiplier you get. So it's going to be a really tough one, but you can get 100 out of a week's worth of work. Are you in Israel? I am, MD. And other than that, there are other ways you can get yourself a bunch of epic commanders through the expedition. In the expedition, which I have to open right now, the more you get your expedition done, the more coins you have. You can get sculptures through here. Do this while we're at it. You can get a ton of Kusunokis right now, and every week this commander changes, so you can get a bunch of other epic commanders like that. That's some of the ways. If I use Wu plus Charles for garrison, should I use Wu or Charles as primary? It depends on what kind of troops are you going to stick into that garrison. If you're going to stick straight infantry, then probably Charles. If you're going to have a mixed set of troops, then Wu would be your better friend. Did the player that landed on an enemy territory get compensated? I heard they did. You better win against P245. I put all my money on you. I'm not winning against anyone named P245. We're playing against NB2 on Sunday, and it's going to be a crazy match that I hope we win. The XPP killer, all this formation talk, you're saying, do I have any information about formations? All that you're assuming out of a Rise of Kingdoms ad that you saw in a video about the wars of God knows what. And I'll tell you this, that ad is super misleading. It's super misleading. Most of these mobile games have very misleading ads. That's how it works. They make these non-realistic things in the game, and then they mix in the ad one thing that is real in the game and two other or three other things that have nothing to do with the game. Like you marching around on your horse and collecting coins through the city. Really? No. You got really bright, nice returns out of GWM2 so far. And kids, I hate you. I cannot do it. It sucks. Most of every mobile game of this sort are misleading. F2P God. Most of every game of this type on mobile devices has misleading ads. Abdo, we're gonna do Osiris League bets on Saturday. We always do them on Saturday together. Anyone know when was the last More Than Gems? Long enough that nobody probably remembers. How do you get these many expedition coins? Tips on that, you just level up your expedition. The higher your expedition level is, the more coins you get every single day. So the way I get it is through the fact that I'm expedition 71, I could keep going, right? But and actually I'm missing a few coins in here too. But the point is, the more you go up, the more you get daily coins, and those daily coins will slowly pile up. I think there's a timer countdown type of things in Rise of Kingdoms for More Than Gems. Is there? You might as well do something in here. First, set up your Alright, so chat, let me show. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this like that because I want to show it in the video of how this supposedly works. So I'm going to leave this like that. I don't mind that I'm not in Sunset Canyon here. I do want to leave it out of there so I can make a video, explain to you guys how this works, and have the footage of how it should be. So that way you guys are aware of the things that go on in here. Whatever. Hello. It's like 18 coins. Sure. Funny betting on JWM and not on myself, but you need 3 stars for daily coins. That is true. You need to 3-star your expedition. So in here I'm not getting daily coins. You get, essentially you do get the daily coins once you 3-star your expedition. So you just go through it. It's super, super simple. I mean, again, it's simple. The more you level up in the game, the easier it gets. There are some of these that are really tough. But it doesn't cost you anything pretty much. They keep trying until you get it done. JWM versus JWM2 finale. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure that's a thing. I'm not 100% sure that's going to be a thing. Possible. More Than Gems doesn't have set dates. It's just a filler. Don't get so hyped for it. That's not true, Blaze Daily. For a while, More Than Gems happened every last week of a month for a long time. Or every other month-ish. I believe it was something like that. Or the third week. It had a schedule. At some point, it had a schedule. At some point, More Than Gems happened quite often, and then it stopped happening. I bet on who to bet my coins on Island Talent Osiris bet, but I didn't get any coins back. They won or lost, I don't know. You can see what you got. If they won, lost, I don't know, or whatever it is by just going into... Oh, this this is only till the very end. What you're betting on is who's gonna win the whole thing. So as long as people are alive, there you go. Like if you bet on UCS 0 on any of these guys, you're pretty much out. But if you bet on any of these guys, then you're in. You'll only get your coins at the end. Yo, Gekko, after KVK, what's the youngest in days available kingdom to migrate? I have no idea. You can at any point migrate to 120, I believe 120 in the older kingdom, but I don't remember what's the youngest after KVK. One doubt is to the... Okay, I answered that. Who's the leader of JWM2 Osiris League team? Is it Desire or Zing? Zing is a cool dude and super strong player, but he only joined us during the playoffs. Desire has been the leader. Desire has been the guy. Desire is the guy who deserves all the credit. He's putting in a ton of work to make this team work. And it's not only him. We have lane leaders. We have Waruko in the center, and we have Julius leading one lane and Desire leading the other. Desire did a big part of the work to make this team exist and work and build the thing that is JWM2. But it's not only him running the show, but two other leaders of the lanes, as well as really every single person in the team has their own input. Every single person in the team had the ability to help and shape our strategy and our gameplay. But the person who that should get the credit for JWM2 existing is definitely Desire. JWM 3.7 billion to OV's 2.7 billion. Thoughts on that? I don't get the question. I don't try to understand the question. Prasanna, unfortunately, that's the whole point. The whole point is he's a commander that is available for those who are willing to spend money. That's the whole point of him. If you can get him for free, then what was the point of people spending any money on him whatsoever? Is the wheel for golden heads worth 45 spins? I want to go max my Richard, and I don't know who doesn't appear on wheels anymore. So anonymous user, for generic commander sculpture wheels, what you want to do is you want to spin all the way to the extra rewards that have commander sculptures in them. So in these kinds of wheels, you have commander sculptures at any level. But I believe that in the generic one, you only have in 10, in 10, maybe I think in 20, in 10 and 45 and something else. So 10, 45 and 80, I think is the time that you have it. So if you go all the way to where there is a commander sculpture available in here, then it's a reasonable price. It's a reasonable price, meaning it's not the most expensive commander sculptures you'll ever get. Compared to the VIP shop, it's cheaper. This week's bets are hard. I agree, Batim. OV better have speed ups to heal. They don't really need speed ups to heal at 2.7 billion power. They could heal, but they don't necessarily need to. All the differences in power at that point is healing, as you mentioned. And I don't think they're too far behind in that sense. When will the next event come out? Spring event will come out either next holiday. I don't know when the next holiday is. I have no clue when the next holiday is. I'm surprised we didn't get anything for Easter. I'm really surprised we never got anything for Easter. Hey Mira, what's up? Is it worth the spin for Guan? It's always worth the spin to unlock a commander. If you don't want to spin more than too much, spin 10 times and it's definitely worth it. You spin 10 times twice and you unlock the commander. No problem, anonymous user. What is the reward when you get top 1 in gathering? The reward will be, if you're on the win, so there are rewards for both sides. Currently we are winning and Camp Lunaria are losing, so you have Camp Solaria, Camp Lunaria, their own winners and losers, right? Their own standings, and you have winning camp and losing camp rewards. So on the winning camp, you get 16,000 coins, sculpture, all this, and in the losing side, you get half of the coins and half of everything. Without a sculpture, you still get this, and then the rest is also halved. So this is good for both winning side and losing side. Jack, welcome back. How to get lots of AP bottles? That's everybody's biggest issue. AP is not easy to come by. AP there are a few things you need to do in order to get AP, which is from, if you go out and scout all the caves in your kingdom, those chests will drop bottles. Other ways to get a lot of bottles every week is through the VIP shop, which I don't think we did on this account yet. Nope. In the VIP shop, you get every week a little bit of bottles along the way. There are events in which you can get AP bottles. For example, in the Lost Kingdom, you get a bunch of AP bottles as you defeat barbarians, as you construct buildings, minutes and stuff like that, and all this good stuff. You can get 54,000 points. You get in here. AP is a very scarce commodity. You don't get a lot of it. You can also buy every single day the daily specials in here, and then you get 500 AP every day, 5 bottles every day for $1, for $3 as part of the rewards. Excuse me, as well. Past Glory is such a huge gamble. It's such a huge gamble. Fort uses AP. Forts use AP, yeah. I know. This is such a gamble to get these. I'm not a fan of getting these. You spend 500 gems on gambling that you'll get something good out of these chests, and truthfully, there is nowhere, anywhere that it says what's in these chests. So you open and receive rewards. What kind of rewards do I get? What is my possibility of getting something out of here? You don't know these things, so it's strictly gambling. I mean, sure, a lot of people say that they get a ton of AP out of this, but what is a ton compared to the amount of gems they spend? Has anyone ever collected enough data out of multiple people, not only the one person who got lucky, but 50, 100 people who spent X amount of gems and got X amount of AP? I just watched some videos on it. Yeah, but Wolfie, that video was only posted because when he opened the chests during his video recording, he got a ton of AP, so there he shared it there and said cool. But the same thing, you can open the same exact amount with the same exact stuff and get a tenth, if nothing at all. It's a huge gamble. It's strictly a gamble. Do you think it's unfair in terms of commanders using in KVK for younger kingdoms like 1300 and against kingdoms that are 10x? Those who are in 1300 fighting against 10x are folks who are much stronger than they should be at 1300, and therefore they probably have enough people in them that can that have those commanders available. It's not that people said, all right, 1300s, all of you are gonna go fight against these 100 below type of people. The people who made it to the 13x's that came into this and are fighting against 10x's are folks who are strong enough to be able. Oh, that sucks. Are folks who are strong enough to be able to handle this. And truthfully, they get paired up with teams in the 10x's that also are not that strong. They might have commanders, but commanders don't mean anything if your kingdom is a dead kingdom. Yeah, you have 2 whales with all the commanders, but a dead kingdom, a younger kingdom with much more activity can destroy. I'm free to play. Should I go for cavalries or infantry? I already used my gems on Richard. So here, I literally made a video about that a couple of days ago. I recommend you to go check it out. EWM boycotting the coin again? We never boycotted the coin in the first place. We never boycotted the coin in the first place. I don't know. I don't think there is what to boycott at this point. We're just playing the event. Nobody also boycotted the event last time. It wasn't the rewards that was really the problem. And they fixed the problem. The reason they actually fixed the problem, the reason why what happened last season happened. It legit got fixed. So, I don't know. No, it wasn't due to rewards, Chiskel. Not at all. It was because you put 8 Imperium Kingdoms to kill each other to the death. They lock us in. Don't let us migrate new players in. Don't let us migrate power into the kingdom and re-heal our kingdom. And then they put us all to fight each other to kill each other off. That was the problem. That's why nobody wanted to fight. Well, people wanted to fight, but the whole point was, what's the point of having Imperium lockdown, and then anyone who makes it into Imperium is doomed to fight 8 other Imperium locked kingdoms, 7 other Imperium locked kingdoms. If you lose, your kingdom gets destroyed, and then you're pretty much forced to migrate consistently throughout the game. It's stupid. It makes no sense. And Light and Darkness fixed it. Light and Darkness made it so that there are some Imperium kingdoms, some not, but the folk that you're fighting with and around you are not necessarily all Imperium, and are not necessarily, you're not wrecking a kingdom that is unhealable. Last season, if you look at all the kingdoms that were... How do you feel about the coin again? I hate it. I hate it. I agree with you. It kills... There are 2 things in this KVK and in Light and Darkness in general that are just killing competition. Same rewards, and the fact that you can come into a Light and Darkness with coins from the previous one. I mean, if I knew that was a thing, I would have migrated to 279. I would have talked to boss, see if I can get myself back into 59 if I leave for a couple of months. I would have gone to 279, grinded my nuts off, gotten everything that I wanted to get, and chilled with 279, and then come back to K59 with a ton of coins and just win this event outright. It's stupid. The coin equals 0 motivation to play the game. I don't care if, oh, this is a war game, you're here to fight. I understand, but I'm here to fight and also to get rewards for being there to fight. But you don't. It doesn't devalue the coin. It devalues the spirit of competition. It makes it so that realistically, what I'm going to do is, maybe if this Lost Kingdom is as crazy as it's starting to be, and I see that I'm really not going to have a chance at all at getting the honor roll because people are going crazy, I'm going to keep my coins and I'll migrate somewhere that I can get the skin for half off. This is a jumper, Jack. This is the jumper account. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Like, what motivates me to do anything in a... It's more than that. There are 2 types of coins. Those in your inventory and those that are being listed in the tech donations. Do both types get carried over the next... I have no idea, Fleesh. I have no clue. The ones in your inventory get carried for sure. I don't know about the ones in Grace of Soluna. Appreciate you, Jason. I think Lilith is still a time to fix it. Lilith need to make up their mind if they want to fix it or not. And if they want to fix it, then the time is freaking running out. Because folks have already schemed. That's actually sketchy. It is actually sketchy that folks can go to one Lost Kingdom, pick up a ton of coins in their inventory, not use them, and then go to the next Lost Kingdom and just start off like this dude right here. Where is he? This dude right... Oh, he went down quite a lot. This dude right here was at 65,000 points within the first 2 hours. What? Like, now he's at 68, and really not the smartest investment, I guess, but really? I don't know. I'm disappointed with Lilith's inability to understand what competitiveness means in their own game. I'm really disappointed in the fact that Lilith are not able to comprehend what competitiveness means in their own game. And it's really, really annoying. They don't understand what motivates people to compete within their own game. And it's just a killer. It's just a killer, man. Yeah, well, Maybe you come back. Exactly. It could be any... Chisco, at this point, I'm willing to take epic... Give me an epic chest. Give me epic material chests instead. 20 epic material chests. I'm ready. 30 epic material chests. Let's make it interesting. 30 fragment, 30 epic material chests. I'm ready to slay. Let's do this. Half of these Lost Kingdoms are gonna go mad. People are gonna go nuts. Here come the scouts. Here come the scouts. Sure. A little bit of you too. Why not? Whatever. $500k gems would be nice, just saying. Being able to fly would be nice too. And to end world hunger. And to kill COVID instantly would be really nice. Of course they won't do that, Sean. You never give gems as rewards because gems is... Think of gems as money. Gems is in-game currency. Why would they give you in-game currency? They give you a little bit. But why would they give you in-game currency? They want you to spend your own currency to get in-game currency. That's the whole point of it. New epic commanders. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Gekko is mad. I'm a little mad, Zahir. I'm a little mad. I've prepared the heck out of trying to compete for this season's skin, and then I come to find that Lilith pretty much rigged it against me. Not specifically against me, but against everybody. I have no reason whatsoever to... There's no way for me to know that these people don't have hundreds of thousands of coins that they migrated with, and I'm screwed. And it's even worse than that. Because more often than not, what ends up happening is the big whales who end up winning the Almighty Governor. So it would be... Almighty Governor would be the new Past Glory. Light and Darkness is kind of like Almighty Governor. With the exception of this, we're going to make a full video about all the stages and what they are and who they are. But the bottom line is, whales are going to get easily, if they want to, they can easily end up with like 50,000 coins in their pouch at the end of a KVK. So what stops a whale who can migrate as much as he humanly wants to get 100,000 coins from 2 Light and Darknesses, then pop into a third one and just on the first day blast up? Game over. More lucky coins would be fine if it wasn't 4 months to craft. I disagree with that at all. I disagree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think the coin... You gave the coin a lot of credit. I don't think the coin is as good. I don't think the coin is as good. I think you're much better off with 2 other legendary pieces that will give you guaranteed stats than the coin. Why don't you kill barbarians and keep your coins in inventory? Mike, that's what's gonna end up happening. I'll end up hunting a bunch of barbarians, and if I see it gets crazy, I'm just not gonna use the coins in my inventory and just maybe migrate. That's exactly the problem. That's exactly the problem. How come they stopped giving legendary commanders for KVK in the first place? I have no idea, Alloy. I have no idea. I would blame Chisco for it, though. I would blame Chisco for it. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just, it is true. After you guys lost Season 2 of KVK, you made such a fuss of the fact that Wu Zetian is so overpowered and you don't have her that... And I agree, Wu Zetian was powerful, and it was indeed a very, very big hit. But I would assume there's more people like Chisco who thought that was a little bit too much. And maybe Lilith agreed. And to an extent, I'll tell you this. It's one of those things where it's a double-edged sword, right? Because those who lost KVK will complain about it, but also those who won KVK will complain about it. Because where's their competitive advantage now? They won KVK, fair and square. Nah, don't blame Chisco. Don't blame Chisco. I understand why he was frustrated with it, and I don't necessarily agree nor disagree. I see both sides of the equation. Wu was added to Card King. She was. She was indeed. Took a little while, but she was. Hey, Billy. It wasn't only Chisco. Everybody who didn't get Wuzetjan off the bat had a very, very negative thing to say about her. And I know folks who migrated and still are migrating to KVK Season 2 to try to win her. And then finally she came out in Card King. Harder to develop a commander than a piece of equipment. Lilith is cheap. Maybe. Maybe. Could be a reason. Do you agree that free-to-play players should go the infantry route because they cannot get to high VIP and the equipment makes difference for cav? No, I don't agree with that at all. I think that if you're a free-to-play player, low spender, you're better off with cavalry than you are with infantry. I don't think it was your opinion necessarily. I think it was multiple people's opinion too. The velocity of legendary commanders is a fantastic excuse per se, I would call it. But I think that the vast majority of people who lost, there were a lot of big players who lost KVK Season 2 and complained about it. And so they realized that maybe they were giving too much of a strategic advantage to the winners of KVK and decided to go to something that'll give them a little bit less of a strategic advantage, like the coin. The coin is really not nowhere. I would compare the coin to Charlemagne. I'll compare the coin to Charlemagne, quite frankly. Why do you say low spenders and free-to-play is better with cavalry? Because they'll have more commanders available to play the game. Infantry get crushed just as much. Infantry gets crushed just as much. At the end of the day, what motivates you to play the game... At the end of the day, what motivates you to play the game is the commanders available. What are you going to do as a free-to-play player with infantry? You're going to have Sun Tzu, Eulogy, Richard, let's say Charles Martel from the coin, from the thing, cool, 4 marches. What, Ethelfled? Alright. What else do you use as an infantry guy? Free to play Boudica? Joan? You're gonna get wrecked with all of them. When you have Sun Tzu available, and then you have Pelagius, Baybars, Belisarius, Cao Cao. I can keep going. You can 5-5-5-1 Khan with time. Not Khan, Saladin, sorry. As a free-to-play low spender, you can get 10 sculptures of Saladin, even if you just wait for the wheel for the Card King and then get it from there. You save your sculptures till you get it from Card King and then you blast them to 5-5-5-1. Osman, another good one. As a cavalry player, you have a lot more commanders available to you for free. And honestly, if you're getting targeted and crushed on the open field as a cavalry player, run. You'll outrun everything. Unless a cavalry player is targeting you, you'll outrun infantry, you'll outrun archers. So, run. It sounds stupid. It sounds cowardice per se, but it's true. It's It's actually that. As soon as you start getting targeted, fall back. Bring your alliance mates. Be like, yo, I'm dragging some people backwards with me. Come help me. Could I show Lost Kingdom rankings? What rankings do you want to see? I really need to make it a thing where I don't show ranks on the stream. Because people really come in here just to gather data on this KVK. It's just amazing. I think you're the 6th person today in 1 hour and 10 minutes that's been asked for this. Alliance. Why do you want to see the rankings? Why do you want to see rankings? What is it about seeing the rankings of alliances and power of alliances and people that makes you go all giggity? Alright, Victor, then wait for Card King and get him from Card King. Not a problem. There you go, you got this. And you got that. Oh, Brandon, I'm so sorry if you asked. I didn't. The chat is. I want to scroll up. You did. How does Artemisia? I scrolled up to your original question. Sorry, Brandon. How does Artemisia damage factor compare to others? 1800 is more than Khan and hits 3 targets with no damage loss. Where is he? Where is she? Hello. Oh, I need to do this. So, deals X damage, and then deals another 800 up to 3 troops. To own troops, and then up to 3 troops of the forward-facing fan. Direct damage factor. I don't know how to explain. What do you want explained? Honestly, it's one of the strongest direct damage factor, straightforward AOE attack you have. It's pretty much that. It's the same as direct damage factor. Nothing really to explain. It's just AOE with a big amount of damage. Big amount of damage that also hurts you. That's about it. It is stronger than Khan. It is stronger than Yi Song-Ye's. It is by 100 damage factor. Is it significant? Yes and no. It's nice to have 1700, but the thing is with 30% chance of doing this again instantly, Khan is really more than 1700. He is 1 out of 3 times hitting for 3400. Technically speaking, it wouldn't be 1 out of 3 times because 30% is every time is a completely independent event, right? It can be 3 times in a row hitting 3400. But that's why Khan is so nasty, because when you get here and he has a 30% chance to do that, it is as strong, Brandon. It is as strong, but it's not as... It is and it isn't. The reason it wouldn't be as strong is because of the rest. The rest of the things. Khan, this is why he is so strong. This is why he's so strong. You're also talking about 950 rage, which is true. Himanshu saying needs less rage. But the thing about Khan is you have so many damage bonuses happening here. Skill damage bonus, that you're nowhere near the damage that Khan would do. You're nowhere near the damage that Khan would do to one target. If you're talking overall, as long as you're hitting 3 marches, then sure, you'll probably be making more damage, but more likely than not, you will not be. %30 chance for the secondary commander to cast their spell too. No. Only chosen one. Not second commander. Only this specific skill. Grants a 30% chance that chosen one will happen. It's not the secondary. It's not grants a 30% chance for instant skill damage of both commanders again. Khan is from wheel only. Wheel and Card King. Who's my favorite commander? Favorite commander would probably be Song-Ye, just because he's so versatile and useful. I like commanders that you can use pretty much everywhere. And YSG is your #1 for that. He's good for everything. From Sunset Canyon, Lost Canyon, Garrison, Rallying, Open Fielding, Barbarianing, Eventing, everything along the way he's fantastic for. What do I think about Cao Cao Baybars? I'd honestly put unless you're Cao Cao, technically speaking, I'd honestly put that Baybars up front. You can probably put that Baybars up front. If your Cao Cao is more than 5521, then sure, you can put him at the front. But if he's 5520, then you're not at level 60. You want to put your commander that's level 60 at the front because you want to have all the talents available. Speaking of which, I need to do this guy's talents. I need to do so much on this account. When I came back, this account was like almost like reset. I had a bunch of commanders that lost all their talent trees. It was really weird. Lilith told me it's a bug and that they could go back and give me all the data back of all the like talent trees and all that stuff that I had set up. But it would just take a little bit of time. And I was like, listen, fix the bug. I don't care. They were like, yeah, we already fixed it. Thank you for raising it. I was like, all right, well, screw it. I don't care. Don't mind me. You want to give me some compensation? Go wild. You don't want to give me some compensation for it? I'll just redo the commanders. And so they didn't give me anything. But yeah, everything got reset. Since cons first appeared, or 1 year played since the beginning. What? Oh, you're talking to Vince. What do you... What? What is 1 year? What's up, Anthony? How's it going, man? Oh, for frick's sakes. Hold on a second. I need to make sure I mod you, Anthony, because you made fantastic work when it comes to our overlay made by Anthony. And if you guys want to check out Anthony and Marissa, they do a lot of awesome work. Their channel, I believe they are linked in the description below. I really, really hope that I did it also for the streams. I think I did. I did. They're linked in the description below. Go check them out. They're doing some awesome stuff for us. And yeah, Anthony. Bam. Dunzo. Can you show the alliance skills? Oh my goodness gracious, chat. Oh my goodness gracious. There you go. Neil says, hit that like, chat if you haven't yet. Make sure you drop a like on the stream if you enjoy the content. Helps out the channel. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. You know, it's one click. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Reminds me the music stopped. Thank you for reminding me the music stopped. Stock market looking okay. Nothing very interesting today still, unfortunately. Any comments on my 5 marches? Kan Yi Song-ye, Pelagius Cao Cao, Baybar Sun Tzu, Yulji Charles, and then Herman Osman. I don't know what commanders you have available to make a comment on that. What I'm seeing so far is not too terrible. I'm assuming you're going full cavalry. Khan front. Maybe you should switch between your Kan Yi Song-ye and Pelagius Cao Cao to Kan Cao Cao, Pelagius Yi Song-ye. Maybe. Baybar Sun Tzu, Yulji Charles. I understand why you took Sun Tzu with Baybars, but I would honestly, if you're really gonna do something, I would take out that Baybars out of there and put an Ethelfled, a Sun Tzu Ethelfled march instead, or an Ethelfled Sun Tzu march. It is squishy, Paul. It is squishy, but as a free-to-play player, he is a bit limited on his choices. It is a bit squishy for sure. I use Baybar's Sun Tzu for the AoE. Yeah, but they both have AoE. So you're doubling up on the AoE instead of splitting them up so more of your marches do AoE. Kan Cao Cao, Pelagius Baybars. I'd probably go with that. Kan Cao Cao, Pelagius Baybars. Take your Herman with your Yi Song-ye. And I'd put Ethelfled with Sun Tzu, and then you have a lot more AoE available on the field. It's Kusunoki good to use in early crisis. Kusunoki is actually fairly interesting because he does he takes off a lot of debuffs, I haven't tried using him in Ceroli Crisis. I think that in Ceroli Crisis you're better off with more DPS commanders and just avoid altogether the debuffs. It's very simple for the third boss to avoid the debuffs. All you have to do is hold the cardinal position, so it's like left, right, up, down. And if you're getting targeted, then don't move. If you're the person who's getting targeted, you can know who's targeting you up on the top, then don't move. You're gonna get the debuffs anyway. Don't be a douche and send it to someone else. And just make sure that the other 3 guys don't get it. If you have the arrow, run so that it doesn't AoE you. And as long as you maintain the cardinal positions, 2 people at least will not get debuffed. If not all 3, and then it's super simple. Devil Ronin. Ramses Yi Songye or Ramses Artemisia for open field. Oof. I'd probably take Ramses Yi Songye in that case. Is Kiara even worth spending coins on? I mean, I'm gonna spend the coins on her just to have her available. Gathering gear doesn't really talk much to me. What am I gonna take? Teleports and gold keys? It speaks less volumes to me than a commander, regardless of her being good or bad. If people were to think like that, Ethelflaed would have never been a thing. Everybody thought Ethelflaed was garbage in the beginning and didn't want to use expedition coins on her, and now everybody says that she's a must. The blue helmet is decent. Yeah, but how many blue helmets are you gonna get? You're gonna keep going for blue helmets till you get it expertise? Sure. So 4 times, 2 months, you'll get it done? Maybe. What do you think about Richard Martel tank, Cao Cao, and Babar's damage? Richard Martel tank is a great tank, especially if you're getting swarmed. Charles Martel and Babar, Cao Cao and Babars. You're not in a bad shape. Again, the question is your Cao Cao level 60? If he's not level 60, then there's no point in making him primary. Ethelflaed serves me great. I appreciate her. I think nobody can say Ethelflaed doesn't serve them great. Which KVK skins? Which KVK gives skin for infantry? I believe it was season 2. I think season 2 had infantry. Because season 4/3, our season 3 was cavalry. This one is archers. So I'm assuming season 2 was infantry. How's my honor rank? My honor rank hasn't been. I've been more focused on past glories, light and darkness. I've been more focused on this. Keeping an eye on it on the phone. Keeping an eye on it on the phone. I've been focused on this right now. More than on hunting barbs. Season 2 KVK skin was 3% troop defense, no infantry specific. Then probably there wasn't one yet. Has there been an infantry specific skin? Maybe not. Maybe we haven't seen one yet. So season 1 was this. Season 2 was this. No, first anniversary. No, that's Hidden Lotus is not. No, Divine Abode. This was season 3/4. What was season 2? This? Ah, so troop defense and the hell. Alright, so we haven't had an infantry skin yet for KVK. We've had cavalry and now archer. No infantry yet. Speaking of which, crystals, cloth, bone. Loads of bone anyway. Crystal, cloth, bone. Cloth, bone. Silk. I know, chat. Sorry. Watch that get copyrighted now. Now I gotta keep an eye on the phone real quick. Do a couple of things in there. Rewards, ooh. AP. AP. Ritik, I don't think she was nerfed that substantially. I really don't think the nerf was that substantial. And also, by the time you reach that nerf and actually get her to being useful, it will take a long time. I wouldn't necessarily say that that commander is even free to play at that point, quite frankly. As if Kiara was easy to expertise, I know, right? Rate Ramses from 1 to 10. 8. I don't know. 7. 9. I don't know. It depends what you're trying to use him with. He's good for rallies, that's for sure. Probably an 8. Probably an 8. Chat, the more you guys... I hope that the more this game grows and evolves, the more you guys will realize that there is no generic answer for every question. Things are too situational. Things are too situational for in this game to give you one answer that will satisfy you forever. Like, is Ramses from 1 to 10? In which situation? As a wall commander, probably 0. As a gatherer, probably 0. As a cavalry commander, probably 0. As an open field commander, probably a 7 or an 8. As a rally leader, probably an 8 or a 9. As a defender of a structure that is in Osiris League, probably not that good. So the more you guys ask generic questions, the less we can answer your questions. Because it's just not feasible to answer a question that is generic when there are specific situations in which the answer changes. Who's better, with Sun Tzu? Charles 5111 or Yuji 5151 in Canyon? Probably Charles. But once that Yuji gets leveled up to that expertise, he'll definitely be better than that Charles. Still Archer meta? Meta hasn't changed since Attila Takeda. Attila Takeda will consistently be the meta, no matter how much people pretend like he is that there are tons of ways to counter it now. The tons of ways to counter Attila Takeda still make it ridiculously hard to hold on against them and requires very specific sets of situations to happen. So while Attila Takeda have been indeed slowed down by some commanders and some pairings and some defenses, the amount of damage that they do is still uncontested. It's still uncontested. This is why we prefer Shinchi. Then go to Shinchi for a specific answer, biking it with Luca. Go to Shinchi for a generic question and a generic answer. While you're at it, go put your Richard on the wall too. And tell me how that one worked out. Prefer Shinchi? Go for it. Is Dragon Lancer Boudica good in first MGE Cavalry? Huh? I didn't get that question. There's no comparison, man. I don't compare myself to anyone. Everybody brings something to the table. It's not a matter of comparison. To each their own. Everybody has their own content creator they prefer for one reason or another. And I prefer not to talk down any content creator because the fact that people make content is a lot more than most people who sit in chats and judge them is. You have no idea how hard it is to make content. It's not just, oh, let me sit here and talk to the chat and play Rise of Kingdom. You spend hours and hours and hours doing work, grinding every single day to get content out. So agree, disagree, like, don't like. Every content creator, as far as I'm concerned, if they grind and they're on the content grind, I respect them, period. Is Lancer Boudica enough to kill event killing farmers? I would take anyone. Why would you take a Dragon Lancer? You're better off using your gold keys to try to get Pelagius, to try to get Baybars, to try to get anyone out there that is not Dragon Lancer, and then pair him with Boudica. Heck, even Lohar at that stage could be better. The Dragon Lancer is viable as a cavalry commander, but I really wouldn't recommend you using him unless you must. And if you must, then good luck. I am not a big fan of Dragon Lancer beyond a fast cavalry march. If that's what you want to use, it's not necessarily the worst pairing on earth. But be careful, because pretty much any epic commander that you start unlocking and leveling up and stuff like that can probably do a better job, per se. Your Dragon Lancer is nowhere, not going to be, I'm assuming your Dragon Lancer is nowhere near level 60. Wow, he's not even expertise, maxed out in here. So putting him at the front is a little bit harsh. The commander that you want to put at the front is that your highest level commander for the talent trees to be applied, essentially. What's your reaction if they release a civilization that's unique troop as siege? It'll be pointless, but I wouldn't be too surprised. Dragon Lancer, aka the dude to get runes, something like that. More often than not, you use Dragon Lancer as the fast cav commander. Dragon Lancer plus Cao Cao is a good mobility command. Exactly. So Dragon Lancer plus Cao Cao are really used to go gather runes and move around the map quicker, rather than war per se. What you want mobility for? Mobility during war is really not what you're looking for. Bring me a war elephant. Technically, you have war elephants in what's his name? Barca. What past glory stage you on? I believe we're now on stage 1. We're still on stage 1. Not you. You. We're still on stage 1. Manua256 becomes a member on the channel. Welcome, Manua, to the members squad. Appreciate you very much. Chat, if you're a member in the chat, let's get those Gekko hearts up in the air to welcome our new member, as well as if you're not a member and you still want to show some love to the new member, hit those heart emojis. Appreciate you very much. And by the way, you and Mike, make sure you connect your YouTube and Discord account together so you can see our official members Discord channel. It's exclusive for the members, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys there fairly soon. Nightbot should, in theory, tell you how to do it in a moment, hopefully. Nightbot, hello? Usually you're quicker than this. Maybe when Nightbot got upset, because now we have Streamlabs in here too. Maybe Nightbot and Streamlabs bots fought. 256 represented, heck yeah. Heck yeah, welcome. Yeah, 256 is representing indeed. I'm seeing a lot of you guys all over the place. A bunch of you guys hit me up on private messages. Really cool peeps. Honor is very easy. To get to 135,000 honor is fairly easy, yes. I'll tell you why it's easy, because on top of every honor point that you get, which you can see I was at 0 when we started. I was at 0 when we started today. I'm at 1,000 already. And to make matters worse, I had almost 800 coins, right? So I did 900-ish. No, I did a 900. Yeah, we donated 100 coins already, okay? So let's finish this guy so we get a little bit more coins, and then I'll show you guys. I'll go donate those, and you'll see how much I was sitting here for an hour and a half. We did this for maybe an hour so far. And this is 4 troops, not even 5. And, I mean, we are at 1115, okay? Let's go see how much we get. Crit, no crit. 5x, so that's 800, 1000, 1200, 1700, 1800, 1900 honor out of 800 coins. So, yeah. That's, yeah. I'm not gonna say more than that. Yeah. You get like 3 times the amount of AP of honor points nowadays. Easy peasy. To get to 135k, yeah, definitely. City Garden for best garrison ROK 101. What? Noon will make that 700k. Oh no. Oh, thank God I didn't goof. Thank the Lord, I almost goofed, chat. Almost goofed. Almost goofed. Talking to you peeps. Hold on a second. Really? Good. Sure. Unachievable rewards, no more. Unless you don't get the ziggurat and things like that, then those are unachievable. But when it comes to honor, yeah, it's pretty easy. And Noon is not a grinder. He's not a fan of grinding stuff in the game, so I doubt he'll ever care for this. I doubt he'll ever care for this. When he'll go for wheel? We can do wheel right now, actually. We can do wheel right now. Spin the wheel. Why not? All we're trying to do, really, chat, is to unlock RAMSES. We are 2 sculptures in. We're 2 sculptures in. Let's go spin till we get them unlocked. So in 2 spins, we get 5, and then from there, we keep going until we get the rest. We keep going until we get the rest. So what do we get here? Watch me get the 8. All right, that's 1, so we're at 3. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we have 3 so far. Technically 8. Really? 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 Okay, I see you. You're gonna make me spin more. I see you. Alright, let's do this. Sure. Really, we need 2. 2, please. Oh my goodness, we're gonna spin till I run out of gems, aren't we? We're gonna spin till I run out of gems. What the hell is this? What is this? Chat, what the heck is going on? Just what I needed. That's my luck right there. Okay, I'll take you. There's the 1 out of the 2 we need. Oh my god, give me 1 more, thank you. That's it. There we go. That's it. Tomorrow I'll spin a 50%er and get 5 more legendaries. And I guess that's that. 5 legendaries for $400, for 400 gems. I'll take it, sure. So now we have him available too. We're gonna leave him there for now. We do have legendary commander sculptures. I think that the next move is gonna be Attila on this account, Takeda on this account. We got Saladin to 555. 1. We gotta set up his talent trees and all that good stuff and get him to level 60 potentially. But yeah, I think that his friend is going to be this guy. Although I was considering going for maxing Khan, since we already spun the wheel quite a lot on Khan, and he is decently on his way to the next level. But maybe Takeda would be a better choice. You spun 20 times and only got speed ups. That really blows. My Takeda, 30 sculptures from Done. So hyped. I'm Ranger. That's sick. Congrats. Grab another one of these. With a sore throat. What's up, Peace Frog? I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing good. Oh boy. Help. You're gonna get wrecked. So, Peace Frog, I mentioned it earlier on the stream. I guess I'll mention it again. Is that strepsils? It is. It is. It's what's keeping my throat alive. So I mentioned it earlier in the stream. I've been sick for quite a while. You guys know this. I've been feeling not too 100%, not really myself. And because of COVID, I was taking a lot of vitamin C to just make sure that my body is prepared in case we get COVID. But what that ended up doing is it masked the symptoms of why I was sick and why I was not feeling good. And so it turns out that, so I stopped taking vitamin C like 4 days ago. And yesterday, finally, it got, we'll call it bad enough so that the doctor could tell me what it is, and it's strep throat. So strep throat is something that I've been dealing with my whole life. It happens to me more. When I was a kid, I think I had like 2 or 3 years when I had more antibiotics days than not antibiotic days. Nowadays I get it maybe once a year. It depends on how bad it's cold out and how much I don't take care of myself. But right now I have strep throat. I have my antibiotics, and from there I should be back to like normal within the next day or two. And then from there finish my my antibiotics for the next 10 days, and I should be back to normal. Open field Artemisia or YSG, or YSG and RAMSES better for AoE. If anything, you put RAMSES at the front. Anywhere you put Yi Song-Ye at the front, you'll get instantly targeted. I would probably, honestly, it really depends on how good your Artemisia is. Artemisia on the open field doesn't seem that exciting to me, but she does a ton of damage. RAMSES YSG doesn't seem like a bad play. Artemisia at the front means that you have her expertise, or level 60. Oh, I'll definitely be an OL cast. Like, I casted on Sunday when I was feeling bad, and nothing's gonna stop me from casting. Nothing's gonna stop me from casting. Unless there's a family emergency or I cannot get out of the bed, I will be casting. I believe I'll be casting the one match at 13 UTC, and then at 3 PM UTC I'll be playing, so I'm assuming it'll be Shiskel and Dragothian. Casting the 15 UTC match. And if you want to choose which 15 UTC match to watch, there is on the official Rise of Kingdoms channel a poll that you guys can go pick which match you think we should cast. And keep in mind, when we cast on the official Rise of Kingdoms channel, we don't switch matches. So you get a choice, pick, but don't go to the chat and start complaining about changing matches, because it's just not going to happen. So you guys get to pick, and then from there on, you guys don't get to complain. Well, you will complain still, but we will completely ignore you like we have been. What's my advice for a 2 million power player? Keep focusing on your city hall. Watch my last video where I talked about the which buildings are the recommended ones for you to keep in mind as a secondary building. My last video from yesterday, most people didn't watch because it's for early game and most of you don't care for early game stuff, but those of you like Zohair, that'll be good for you. Just keep focusing on your city hall. You want to unlock as many marches as possible. Don't spend too many speed ups on tier 2s. I'm not a fan of spending speed ups on tier 2s. Spending speed ups on tier 3s is okay. Tier 2 is probably not a good idea. You stole 2.5 billion resources from bots, Sammy. Nice. That is awesome. And yeah, that's about that. Get yourself to tier 3s. That's when you should start pushing a little bit of troops. City Hall is important for you to get marches. Keep gathering. Make sure you use your daily AP all the time. That's that. What was the nerf with YSG back then? I have no idea. You think I remember when YSG was nerfed, what it was? It was so long ago. It was so long ago. Lost Kingdom never locks, Dalton. You can always port in and out. You can always go porting in and out. It'll cost you a teleport to get out of here, and it will not cost you anything to come back in. At any point, you can come in and out. No problem. Have you had a chance to test Ramses enough on the open field to change the talent tree build from last video, or is it still working well how you set him up? So far, that's how he is. We haven't even tested anything on him yet. KE will come in a few days, and maybe we'll do some KE tests. Maybe. 226 people watching the stream and only 104 likes. Smash the like, fam. Smash, said Ankit. I appreciate that, Ankit. Make sure you are smashing that like button if you're enjoying the content. Takes a second. 67 teleports, yeah, this account is stacked. This account is stacked. This account is fairly stacked. This is okay. It's an account that used to sit in Kingdom 196 and LG1. So it has boatloads of things. We used all of our Alliance credits to get pages to migrate, so that's the only thing that I really used. I think free-to-play players should have 2 farm accounts. So here, the more farm accounts that you can invest time in, the better you are. I can tell you there are people who are not free-to-play players with like 6 or 7 farm accounts. Have I unlocked Kiera yet? On the big account, I have. Neil. I've gotten her to 3. Best civilization for farm account. Ooh. That's a good question. Technically speaking, it depends what kind of farm you're building. If you're building a generic farm to gather anything, you have Japan, resource gathering speed 5%. You have I think resource gathering speed is only Japan, right? However, if you're gonna do specific farms, I know someone who has a food farm, a wood farm, a gold farm, and a stone farm. And then food farm would be this. Where is it? Wood farm would be this. Where is it? No. Stone would be this, and then gold. I believe there's one with gold. I'm not entirely sure though. I don't think there's a gold one. I think the only gold one would be Japan, because the gathering speed applies to gold too. Yeah. So Byzantium, Rome, or France, or if you're going generic, then Japan. Because Japan will give you 5% gathering resources regardless. Spain is good for a farm. Resource production, sure. If you're going for resource production, but a farm, more often than not, will not have resource production at level 25 per se. And so it's extra 20% resource production, sure, but you're gonna be in a farm more often than not, you get the resources from farming rather than from producing. So you're trying to get, I would say that I would take a 5% gathering speed over a 10% resource production. Is Martel lead Richard secondary still good for infantry? Mogu, it is and it isn't. It was always good. The problem is, more often than not, Charles Martel is built with a more garrison type of build. So when you put a Martel in the front with a garrison build and a Richard in the back for fighting is not a good idea. The reason you pick a primary commander is for talent trees. And so that the skills work if he's secondary or not. So is it good? It is. If you have a build that is an offensive build and not a defensive build. Charles Martel is more used as a defensive commander than an offense commander, which is why he ends up usually secondary to Richard. And then you build up that Richard to be a little bit more tanky, not garrison per se. If Guan and Leonidas are two different armies and hitting the same 3 armies, will Leonidas do 50% additional damage? Which skill are you talking about? No. No, damages his own troops. This commander left 10%, damage 50%, left in the city, can trigger once an hour. No. Which skill are you talking about? The first skill. Increase target's health, Leonidas by 10%, deals damage to up to 3 targets around forward shape. Targets under the effect of silence or attack reduction will take an additional 50% damage. They'll take additional 50% damage, period. It doesn't matter. They'll take additional 50% damage, period. It doesn't say only to him. So as soon as someone is under the effect of silence or attack reduction, we'll take an additional 50% damage, period. So if you silence with a Herman, and then you hit with him, he's still silenced. The silence is not only for the march that it's attacking it. Would you fancy doing with a members, viewers, Ceroli, Ian's Ballard? That's a really good idea. Ian's Ballard team one day. Maybe that's another perk we can do. Members can, I like that idea. Members get priority. We can do a group in game, and members will get priority also for help in Ceroli and Ian's Ballards. That's a good idea, Jedi. I like that a lot. And we can make a members voice chat where you guys can come and chill. I like that idea a lot. Let me write it down so I don't forget it. I like that idea a lot, Jedi. I'm the kind of guy that needs to write stuff down or else I forget. And when I forget, it ain't good. I like that idea. Done. I like it. After all the gathering craziness that's going on now ends, I will start working on that. Does El Cid work? Because it's kind of a silence. It's not called silence. If it's not called silence, then it's not silence, right? You're either silenced or you're not. Ooh. Good enough. Disables normal attacks and active skills. That's not silence. That's not silence. It's even worse than silence. Do you know anything about more than gems at reset? No, I don't. More than gems at reset would be nice. Although we just spent all of our gems spinning the wheel, so it would be a little bit tragic. It would be a little bit tragic if we spun the wheel and then got wrecked. Hello? 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 Click. Click. Aw. Isn't silence disable active skills? It is, but you're also adding, so this is silence plus. That's actually a good question. MST. That's actually a very good question. Let's ask Lilith. Let's ask Lilith before I forget. Oh, and those of you, we had a question asked that we asked Lilith a few days ago too. When troops are led by this commander, does it mean if the commander is primary or not? It applies to both primary and secondary commanders. I'll post a response on Discord as well to that question because I don't know which one of you asked this. But when troops are led by this commander, it means that he can be a primary or a secondary commander too. And now we'll ask the same about this. Done. Asked and answered. Now we wait for an answer. Now we wait for an answer. Silence is skills. Disarm is normal attack. Technically speaking, this is silence and disarm at the same time. So does it count as silence? Because it's not called this nor that, which is what we're asking. If it's not called this nor that, then what is it? Trading RSS allowed? Sure. If you ask your alliance mates, I need wood, can I have food to give you? Can anyone trade with me? That's very much allowed. Why wouldn't it be? What are you guys focusing for Lost Kingdom Tech and Grace of Selûne? So we can answer this. I want to make a video about Grace of Selûne in more details onto like strategies and things like that. But the bottom line is you should be considering what phases of the game have what happened in them. So as an example, we are in day 3 of KVK. And quite frankly, in day 3 of KVK, infantry attack means nothing. Infantry defense means nothing. Troop attack means nothing. Combustion means nothing. This means nothing. So early on in the game, I think that the priorities should be these two right here, which is gathering speed and AP recovery speed, because the quicker you recover AP and the quicker you gather, the better you'll do in the early game, which is all about hunting barbarians and gathering. However, you should also be mindful of the fact that you have to leave some time and some coins to work on the rest of these. So if I were to just throw I'm gonna make a specific video about this next week, so you guys will know exactly how it works. But the bottom line is, my opinion is, so long as you're in here, go for those. So long as you're in here, you go for the troop type based ones. When you're already in here, you start working on your combustions and whatnot, because that'll only serve you in here. So I think that the fair play is when you only have this, go for gathering and whatnot. When you only have this, go for the middle types. And when you're in zone 6, make sure you have the back done. So this is for zone 1, this is for zone 2, and this is for zone 3, which is technically 4, 5, and 6. That's how I would technically do it. People who donate on military get on my nerves. Listen, you cannot control everybody. People have different opinions, different approaches, different strats to doing things. At the end of the day, I wouldn't get mad at something you cannot control, you know what I'm saying? Best advice for farm account? Farm? I don't know. I don't know what advice I can give you for farm account. Build your account. Get as many marches out as you can. Focus on getting your as many sieges as you humanly can. so you can get 5 marches worth of sieges out as quickly as possible and go farming. Like, there's very little I can help you with. You can focus very early on your XP on the gathering commanders, get them to level 37 at least, so you can get that gathering tree out of the way. Level 40 will also get you the speed. Focus on leveling those up. Yeah, I guess that's another topic for a video. How to build a farm account successfully. Get tier 4s to fill rallies on farms. Woo! By the time you get there, you got so long to go. To get to City Hall 21 as a farm is a pain in the butt. But yeah, once you get there, you might want to consider that. Speaking of which, we should go train some tier 4s on the farm. Where did the music go? Manua, thank you. The music every now and then just stops because it's a playlist that plays in the back and it goes every now and then, hi, do you still mean to play me? And then you click yes and it continues. Let's train the tier 4s on the farm since we're already here. What did we get hit with? Oh. Finally, City Hall 22, this farm. Ah, it's finally, it's been there for a little bit. Ooh, Guardians. Let me go hunt the Guardians. We'll go gather for now. Go hunt Guardians later. Food, stone, food and stone, stone and food. Those cavalries are expensive. Those archers are expensive. I don't really mind what I'm gathering right now. We'll go gathering here again in a moment after we're done gathering this. Cool, thank you. You. I haven't been here in a couple of days actually. Not gonna lie, I haven't been here in a couple of days. You. I'm gonna need a little bit more of you eventually. Not a good idea what I just did, by the way, but I need to get her leveled up. I need to get her leveled up quicker. You see, she's 37 now. He needs to get to 37. Ooh. He needs to get to 37, and then she needs to get to 37 too. Put some tomes of knowledge into them. She's at 34. And then I haven't leveled her up yet because I want to get this before I go for 37. T Congo with the 4 Canadian dollars super chat. Thank you, and you're actually making me do this and that for the first time. Bam! Now we can see them. There you go. So now you're on the board. Welcome, my man. Thank you for the 4 Canadian dollars. I appreciate that very much. That looks all right. I need to wait a second. My OCD is killing me. Wait a second, chat. Just a bit smaller. That's a little bit better. There you go. Besides the 10 PT, so I don't have the size of the text. I have the size of the square of the text. It's super annoying. Yeah, 10 PT, you don't want it at 10 PT. You don't want it at 10 PT, trust. Now it looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit better. I can make it white like we had it initially. But that looks clean. That looks sick. Thank you, T Congo. I hadn't had an opportunity to set that up yet. Remember what happened last time you did the leaderboard? I do. It was a very, 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 very crazy day. It was a very, very crazy day. So there is one slight, yeah, coming together. I still need to do the damn thing where it where this scrolls. Let me add it to my to-do list in here as well. It's added. It's added to the to-do list. It is added. Bam. Can I see the Alliance Honor Point rankings? Alliance Honor Point rankings. What? There's no Alliance Honor Point ranking. There is just Honor Roll. That's it. This you mean? T Congo also becoming a member in the channel. You're really taking over all of the overlay. Welcome, my man. Thank you very much for becoming a member. I mean this. DSP grinding. DSP are grinding. I feel like that's one of the only things they'll be able to so far beat us in, but once we start taking buildings and all that stuff, it might change. Ziggurat and all that. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Members of the channel, let's welcome him with a hearts spam in the chat. I'll join you momentarily. My chat kind of froze. So I hope you guys should welcome him with a few hearts in the chat. Mine are coming in a moment. Come on, chat, don't freeze. There we go. Bam. Welcome to the members team, my man. Thank you for making that extra commitment. How is gathering event score? It's going good. It's going all right. I haven't looked at it in a little bit. Anyone's moved even further? Ooh-wee. He is going at it, Flucky. He's going at it. He's really going at it. We're about 150k behind Cami. 150k behind Cami. I see we're not sleeping tonight. No sleep tonight. Gather, gather, gather. Is the same point, the point system the same during Mightiest Governor? It is. It is the same type of point system. How am I doing so far in Honor in my main? I've been gathering more than doing Honor. Flucky hasn't even started yet. What do you mean hasn't even started yet? The guy has been grinding his F off for a few days now. I don't believe he has that much more left in the tank. He's just gathering consistently. He's just gathering consistently. He has one more day to gather consistently. And I'm guessing only gems. Going strictly for the gems, which is nice. It means he's online a lot. Good luck with KVK. Thank you, Nova. Thank you. Top 10? I don't know if I'm going for top 10. I'm gonna aim for top 20, at least. I have exactly 10,000 gems. I do. Shane, I'm doing all right. You generally am the top 1 in honor points right now. No, I think DSP are right now. Shane, I'm doing all right. I'm doing a little bit better. I mean, now that I'm on antibiotics. How long have you been playing Rise of Kingdoms? 564 days is how long I've had this game. 564 days. Gekko, do you think Lilith should lower a little bit the resource and speed up consumption for healing and increase the amount of gold nodes? The expensive part of this game is indeed healing. It's why they added a healing skill, and it's 46 are competing in honors. They probably are. They probably are. Alliance power rankings. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys are really something else with these power rankings. I need to make it a thing where we just don't show it. We just don't show it. This is individuals. Here you go. 261 migrated accounts to our kingdom, killing our farmers during KVK. I don't think it's sportsmanlike. What do you think? If that's what they decide to do as a strategy to win, it's their strategy to win, man. It's like, it's not against the rules. LER, it's not against the rules. Why don't you guys have a migration capacity on your kingdom so that people don't do that? That's the point of migration capacity, so that you can lock your kingdom from getting invaded. Shane, I'm really sorry to hear, but I'm glad you're getting used to it, man. I'm really glad you're getting used to it. It's really rough, but it's not the end of the world, my man. And I'm glad you're moving past it and getting better and stronger and continuing with your life and trying to maintain a little bit of a we'd call it a normal life per se. Although who has a normal life really? They migrated prior, probably, Jared. Jared, yeah. They probably migrated prior to KVK and then came in. Are shield an effective way to use defense skills? Are shields affected by defense skills? Are shield affected by defense like skills are affected by attack? No? Question mark. $35 million account with 200k cavalries. He has a smaller shield account to store resources we don't know how to handle. Burn the guy with cavalry. Keep burning the guy with cavalry. Is it possible for me to play my Rise of Kingdoms account from Apple to BlueStacks? Yes, if you connect your Facebook account to the account, you can log in from BlueStacks with Facebook. What do you think is the best way to nerf Atel Takeda? Or at least knock them out of the meta? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to put an opinion in because people who have them will get mad. People who don't have them will get mad. And quite frankly, it's not my responsibility to come up with ways to make Lilith's life easier. It's their job. They need to figure out how they're making those commanders less of a monstrosity that they are. I think he says the value of shield in battle increases the defense stats, like how attacks increases skill damage. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Because skill damage is based on attack. So the more attack you have, the stronger your skill damage becomes. The shield has nothing to do with defense. It's just a shield for X damage. It's a shield for direct damage factor. So the shield exists for X damage. To take X damage. No, it doesn't correlate to your defense stats. Can you send 2 separate marches to 2 separate ruins at the same time if your alliance has both passes to the ruins? Yes, you can. Is there a way to play Rise of Kingdoms in the normal laptop? Yeah, we're using BlueStacks or Memu Player, which is what I use. MEMU Player. Are you going to participate in Osiris League this weekend, or will you be casting? I will cast the match that is not the one during the JWM2 match. So I will be casting. I'm assuming I will be casting. We haven't really had that conversation yet. But based on how I think things are gonna go, I will be casting BBTH against HKL. And then during this time block, I believe Dragotian and Chisco will be casting, because I'll be playing against NB2. I'll be playing against NB2. What's your opinion? Defense or health gear best for infantry in slot? Health. And that's not only for infantry. In general, chat, in general, if you go take a quick peek, right? Let's go take a quick peek at troops really quickly, all right? You go take a quick peek. You'll see that the stats that you're getting the most, good luck in your league match. Thank you, Box. The bets for this week, Saturday, Brawny. We do them Saturday. If you look at this, you'll notice that the stat that you're getting the least amount of buff on is health. Why are you getting the least amount of buffs on health when health, in theory, has the same exact numbers as defense and attack, or even more? It's even higher. Why is it that health isn't as readily available? It isn't as readily available because if it was readily available, a lot would change in this game. There is a reason why. If you look at the top players, if you watch Dragothian's latest video, his lowest stats by a significant amount is the plus on the health. Why? That's why. Because it's the better stat. There's no need to do the math. Why would Lilith not favor health? Why would they favor so much attack and then defense and then health? Technically, they favor attack, they favor defense, attack, and then health. So that tells you which stats are the more desirable ones. If health wasn't as significant, why is health the lowest buff you can get? And then if you want to go try it out and you'll find out that it's true. Most of these games are not stupid, right? Like the developers, they're not dumb when it comes to statistics, when it comes to building troops and types based on numbers. That they know how to do very well. The fact that health is not as readily available, it's because if it was, then things would look very different in this game. That answers your question as to what's better. Period. What's up, Svatic? I'm doing good. It's the second time the Arc Kingdom fights through 61. That does tend to happen in these pools and these. Can you show us an app to use to play Rise of Kingdoms on Ahmed? I use Memu Player. MEMU Player. Go to Google, type MEMU Player, Memu Player, download it, install it. That's an Android simulator. Very good. I prefer it over BlueStacks. And install Rise of Kingdoms on the emulator, connect with your account, and you're good to go. How big of an influence will Osiris League have on our KVK with JWM, JWM2, and C9N still in the mix? I assume saving troops is a thing. Not really. By the time KVK becomes a thing, it'll take at least another 2 and some weeks, right? We're on day 4. We definitely have 2 weeks worth of time before we start fighting, 100%. So the only thing that could happen here is that if this ends up becoming, and by the way, this is my birthday backwards, I'm March 5th, but if it comes, whoever gets to the playoffs might have a little bit of a saving troops situation, but other than that, I doubt that it'll affect anything whatsoever. Because we will definitely get the playoffs, quarterfinals, and semifinals before the war even begins. We'll definitely get through those at least. So, will C9N make it to the finals? Maybe. Will JWM make it to the finals? Maybe. Will JWM2 make it to the finals? Maybe. Only 2 out of those 3 can get there, right? So, and I believe, based on the bracket, C9N would end up going up against JWM. Yeah. If C9N beat OV, then they'd go up against JWM if JWM win. So after the semifinals, either C9N or JWM will not be in Osiris League anymore. And JWM2, if we beat NB2 and then HKL, then we might be saving troops, maybe. Maybe not. Imagine a JWM versus JWM2 finals. There is 2 very big teams for each JWM, there are 2 very big teams to get through first. We have P245 for JWM and NB2 for JWM2. Those are no joke. And then from there, OV or C9N or HKL and BBTH. So there's 2 very big teams still to get through for the finals. Yeah, I read what you said, Sean. I think because health will cap at 100, defense and is a multiplier that depends on defense. Well, at least in other games I played, it was like that. Every game that I've played that was like Rise of Kingdoms says that health is the stronger stat. the longer your troops live, the more likely they are to take damage. And do damage and skills cast. Defense can be countered with defense reductions. Attack can be countered with attack reductions. Have you ever seen a health reduction buff? Or debuff? For that matter? I've never seen a health debuff. Have you? Is there a health debuff? I don't think so. There's a damage, bonus damage. There's health reduction. Okay, so she's the only one with health reduction, I think. On Ethelfled. Yeah. I was like, does she have it? I remember that she did. She's the only girl, only one, I think, right? Ethelfled. She's the only one. That's what makes her nasty, by the way. That's what makes her nasty. If you think Ethelfled is anything useless, that's what makes her nasty, right here. This. In Game of War, health is the least important. Yes, but Game of War, let's look at how it ended up. Check Joan. Joan has health debuff. Joan has health buff, doesn't she? She has a health buff, not debuff. Health. Buff. Doesn't have debuff. Lord's mobile health, correct. Do I play Dota 2? No, I do not. I used to play League of Legends. Memo? Memu, you mean? Ahmed, try Memu player. I don't like blue stacks here. Blue stacks sucks. I'm not a fan. Yasuo? Oh my goodness. I used to be an Evelyn guy until Evelyn got nerfed like crazy. I used to do mid lane or Sea of Thieves Captain Gekko. I've played Sea of Thieves. I have Sea of Thieves. I played it very little. Sea of Thieves is really good if you have a bunch of friends who play it. Oh my goodness. If you have a bunch of friends who play it so that you can make like a... Really? So you can make a team and kind of go around and go nuts. But I've never really had people who I knew that played that much Sea of Thieves for us to like get together and go raid other players. I did a few missions by myself. I raided a pair of guys by myself, which was hysterical, but that's about it. Chat, we've been live for about 2.5 hours now. I think it's time to call it. First of all, appreciate every single one of you who showed up to the stream, dropped a like on the stream, subscribed to the channel. A bunch of you new subscribers joined us today, as well as we had 2 new members join the channel, or I believe even 3, right? 40 active members. That's our all-time high. That's actually fairly crazy. 3 new members in the channel. So first of all, welcome to the 3 members. Mightiest G. We have Manua from 256 and T Congo, who also sent a super chat for Canadian dollars super chat with a little gift. So I appreciate that very much, guys. But I also appreciate every single one of you who hit the like on the stream before you left. 139 likes is actually insane. I don't think we went below 200 viewers all stream long, which is fairly nuts. You guys are the best community out there. I'm gonna go make me some food and keep grinding because we got tons of gathering to do. And as you can see, my competition for gathering is going ham. He is going ham, and he's still going. Oh, it was this. Okay, he's going ham. We're gonna show up a little bit in a moment, just get a little bit of an extra up there. But for now, we're just hopping between nodes and gathering as much as humanly possible. With that being said, Fluky is an interesting competition, but maybe we'll be able to catch up with him. There's still a lot of time remaining. He's about 400,000 points ahead. Any tips on Mightiest Governor killing event? Yes. Go kill your farms tier 1s and heal them. Other than that, what can I tell you? Go kill tier 1s. And that's the best Mightiest Governor KE thing I can tell you. You shouldn't attack your farm ice. What you should do is you should put a march out onto the field, and then with your farm, attack with tier 1s and then heal. Because if you fight on the open field, nobody dies. It's only severely wounded. So you can send tier 1s out, wreck them, They come back home, quick heal them. It takes like 2-3 seconds to heal them. Go hit your tier 4, tier 5 march that you left out again and again. So take 2 of your strongest marches on your main, put them on the field, go to your farm and start hitting the things. Just word of advice, you might want to go 1 by 1 rather than surround. Because if you surround, then your marches of your farm will get a little bit of extra damage from the surround bonus. Other than that, go ham. It's Saladin, Mightiest Governor. Good luck. Good luck. Chat, I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Thank you very much for being awesome. Let's call out some of your beautiful names before I get out of here. Ice, thank you very much for chilling in the chat. I don't know if you're here all this time or not, but still, appreciate you very much. Arkle, Anthony, thank you very much. Krishnendu, I'm doing okay. I'm just about to get out of here. Feeling a little bit better. Wyatt, what's the difference between BlueStacks and Memu Player? I prefer Memu. It's much lighter. It's never given me issues. BlueStacks is heavy, it's annoying, it gets stuck a lot, and zooming in and out is a pain in the butt, because until you can configure it to do this, to go scroll in and out with your scroller and control, is a pain in the butt, or at least it used to be. I still use BlueStacks occasionally, and if they were to sponsor me, I would use them, but other than that, I prefer Memu Player. Deathstroke, appreciate you very much. Docleo, Mike, 2 members in our chat. Appreciate you guys very much for being here today. Svatic and Gekko, I'm suffering the KVK. My marches die too fast. Any idea like commanders I should use? Just all commanders except for legendary ones. First of all, a Lohar at the front. If you have a Richard that's even 5111, that's great. He will heal very, very well. And then your Lohar Richard should hit first, and from there, every other march should hit. Try to use March is dying as a pain in the butt. It's all about, they'll eventually all die off, right? Try to use your better pairs for cavalry. An Ethelflaed is really useful. A Joan is really useful these times to boost up everything and debuff the opposition. Send an Ethelflaed and a Joan. Send your Lohar with a Richard, and you're good to go. Let's see who else. Some Russian name who said Lord's Mobile Health. I appreciate you very much, Memory Nav. Eliar, Peace Frog. Appreciate you, Ahmad. I hope you get it. If you don't get it, have issues with your BlueStacks or whatever, not message me in Discord. Link in the description below. Just PM me in Discord. I'll try to help you out. Deathstroke against your African, another member in our channel. Appreciate you very much. Biker and Frank C. Veni, Kalia. Thoughts on Guan? Guan is a great commander. Not crazy, but he's a good leading commander as an infantry. Another one for your arsenal. Not as good as we overhyped him, but he's still good nonetheless. Sean, appreciate you very much. Manua, thank you for being here, and thank you for becoming a member in the channel. Sir African again. Small hands, but I see your name twice, so it's okay. FTP God, appreciate you very much. Renav, and who else do we have that I haven't shouted out yet? Sahil and Box. And Congo, thank you for becoming a member again and for the super chat. Appreciate you very much. Hum and Frank C, I think I called you out already. And Jared and Wyatt, I called out too. You keep scrolling up. Find names that I haven't said yet. If I haven't said your name yet, make sure you leave a comment before you leave. Devils MST, appreciate you guys very much. M Street, technically. Nick9, thank you very much for chilling in the chat. Killer, Nova on ONG. Who didn't I shout out? Brandon, appreciate you very much for the hearts to our new members in the chat. Brandon Apiza, one of our members, and Doglio again too. And Keith was here as well. Zhao Wang, Gekko up, appreciate you, Zhao, very, very much. Who else have I not shouted out yet? Asgard, what's up, Asgard Gaming? I'm doing good, man. That's a little bit ago. I hope you're still here. Razzo, Zerial, keep an eye on the phone, so my gatherers still are out there. And Neil, appreciate you very, very much. Taxful, something like that. Will Lilith give coin again? Yes, they're giving coin again. And so many more of you who chatted today. We had Wolfie in here too. And yeah, I think I got everyone Jedi Mind with a great idea for future events that we'll do as a members squad. Let me scroll down and see if I forgot someone. Sammy, thank you very much, man. Tomek, Bell Sirius 111 Boudica, or Max Lancer Boudica for hunting farmers in kill event. If your Lancer is level 60, you're probably crazy. You can go with a Bell Osiris 1111 if he's level 60. You want to put a level. You want to put the highest level commander as the first one for the talent trees. What's the second one? If you're putting Boudica second, she's probably not the highest of levels. Lancer is not the worst thing you can do though. But you want to have a high level commander because at level 60 you get the full talent tree. If you put a level 16 or 20 commander, you're only getting 20 talent points, which kind of sucks. David, YouTube's greatest moments. Appreciate you very much, David. Chat, I'll see you sooner rather than later. Take care and have a good one. You too, Ralph. I see ya. Still here. Take care. Peace.